Doug, welcome to Marisol, Malibu. Look at the day we have today.
Absolutely spectacular. Seems like it's like this every day in Malibu lately.
Well, it is such a blessed place to build. And how long have you been in Malibu?
I've actually been here for practicing for about 20 years, lived here for about 25 years.
25 years as a resident, full-time?
Yeah, about 20 years full-time, and but I've been practicing as an architect around the area for about 25 years.
Why Malibu?
Well, why not Malibu? I mean, I grew up in Southern California in the Valley and went to USC and always went here as a kid and up to Zuma, and I said one day, gosh, wouldn't it be incredible to have an office and live here? So look at where I end up. So not a bad spot.
I guess, well, you've done a few homes around Malibu in those 20 years, right?
Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate. I mean, we've done over 200 projects in Malibu since we started here, and you know, from remodels to big houses, and now we're doing a lot of different types of projects, from restaurants to commercial centers to hotels, and so really just increasing the portfolio, and I just absolutely love it.
Well, as a Malibu resident, as a Malibu architect, you know that building in Malibu and obtaining permits and dealing with the Coastal Commission and with the City of Malibu could be a deterrent in many people's making decisions in Malibu. And how have you been able to be so successful in Malibu?
We just don't take no for an answer. We really want to work with the city. I mean, there are the rules, but you really have to just continue to just chip away at really what they want to do. Ultimately, your project will get built, and what we try to go for every project is figure out ways in the very beginning, knowing that it might be a difficult project, that we just try to meet with neighbors and things beforehand, or if you don't, then that can come back to bite you. So yes, the Coastal Commission, they would like to have a say in a lot of the oceanfront properties, but you know, whether you need to meet with them beforehand, you just have to pre-plan things and not just take anything for granted. Look at all the rules, try to have good relationships with the city people, and not take advantage of even what they're trying to do. We're working hard, but you have to just understand ultimately that, you know, there is a way to get the things done. And we've been successful because, you know, as I joke, as an architect, you say you're a practicing architect. We're just not practicing, we're actually doing it. So
now, the process including the City of Malibu and Coastal Commission for a new construction, one could think 4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
Well, by the time you actually go through the permits, because it takes a year and a half to get the permits, and it takes 2 years to build the house, and so you could definitely be into it for quite a long time. I mean, in that time, your family, where you started, it was going to be, you know, for your kids are in elementary school, maybe you started, they're in high school. So, you know, it's frustrating. Ultimately, the reward is that you're living in this beautiful weather, you're close to the beaches, you're close to all the hiking trails. People, you know, come here from not just as second homes from other places around the world and in the United States, and but they have second homes and first homes here. So there's a big community here. Malibu is 27 miles long and a mile wide, and as diverse as you and I and all of our friends. It's a very exciting place to live. The permitting process, instead of taking years, it takes months. And you know, you work with the great builder like Marisol is. They're all about quality here, and that's the one thing when you come up here. People can't believe it. They come up to Marisol, they come over to Marisol, whether you're coming from the north and landing at Camarillo Airport or you're driving in down the coast. It's just when you get here, I had a client here last night, they just said, oh my gosh, I didn't know this place existed, and you get here, you can't believe it. So,
Doug, just down the street at Decker Canyon, a $50 million sale this month. And down 4 or 5 miles at Paradise Cove,
right,
a $60 million sale,
right,
this month. So is it so different what you can build there? Those are 10,000 square foot houses. What could you do here?
Well, this isn't a one-of-a-kind setting. I mean, let alone the houses that are below us, but this particular combination of properties here is unheard of, or doesn't exist. You could build a 30,000 square foot house here, an estate compound, and to be at this location with this view in front of those surfers with no traffic, it's mind-boggling. So arrival, you're not really seeing a lot here. That's the point. As we go past a lot of the landscaping, someone has a privacy from the street, so you want to maintain that. So as you come down to the driveway, the whole idea is that people have guests, people have cars, but you want to come down here and you want to create an area that we're going to have the cars and organized parking for the guests. And then at some point, as we get a little bit further, we're going to see that we've hidden the cars where the actual owners live, and you might have some service people and some other folks. So the idea is that this is going to be an arrival motor court. This is the master deck. It is an entire across the front master deck design with the master suite. What a spectacular view. And you can hear the ocean from every room. Not just see it, but hear it.
From every room in the house?
Well, for most of the rooms, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's not just the experience of the view, but to hear this every night and every morning is fantastic. So what we have here, during construction, we were able to have our renderer create the images of what the house is going to look like when we're done. As you can see here from both of these exterior views, this is what I was talking about earlier about having an entry courtyard behind those walls. Once you enter the house, then you're going to see the magnificent view. Part of the success of creating a house like this, so to get the maximum impact, is take the ceilings as high as you can, in this case they're 11 feet, and take them all the way out to the outer covered patios, and they're the exact same height. So there's no transition, there's no headers. It just feels like it just goes all the way and as big as possible. So it's that inside-outside floor plan. You got to take it all the way up. So the doors and windows don't exist in this house. It looks like there's nothing here, but in reality they're all behind the walls. So you have this entire upstairs, as I described earlier, as the master suite. Downstairs is the epitome of having a inside-outside total entertainment experience. So we have the pool all the way across the front. We go to the rendering as looking at it from the barbecue and entertainment area. You have the pool anchored, which is a zero infinity pool anchored by these bookend pavilions. One is for outdoor dining and one is for entertaining. Off of that, you've got an inside-outside bar, the kitchen, and the main room. So you not just design the house, you have to design what's outside of the house, and then from there, you cannot compete with what Mother Nature has created between the magnificent views, the surf, and the sky beyond. It's really quite a setting here. Very excited to get this house built and underway and occupied. Very exciting.
And so what is this?
Well, this is one of the most unique features that, I don't know, I just haven't never seen this done before. This is called an infinity beach bluff. It's something that's so unique to Mirasol, where every home, or most of the homes that are on this bluff, have their own private beach. So if you don't want to go down to the beach, you can just leave your home, steps away, put your beach chairs down, come out here, sit in the sand. It's the most remarkable feature of these homes.
Is your dog allowed off the leash here?
I think your dog is off the leash. You can bring as many dogs as you want.
Can you have a drink here?
I think you can have multiple drinks.
Right.
No, it's really quite an incredible feature. I mean, we are here. I don't even know that there's a house behind me, and I could be in the Hamptons, I could be in a lot of different places, but we're here on the coast of California at Mirasol. What better place we want to be?
If clothing was optional.
If clothing was optional. That's possible. Even your dog doesn't have to wear clothing. So it's a great spot.
Thank you, Doug.
All right.
That was a great interview.
Okay.